This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Everywhere you turn, it's the same old sports talk, the same headlines, the same news, and the same boring information. This podcast is here to change all of that. We bring you hot sports takes, winning sports betting strategy and picks, reliable gaming industry news, and breaking interviews with some of the biggest names in sports business. My name is Ryan Newpel, and welcome to the Noop Sports Show.
Hello, everybody. This is Tom at Noop Sports. I'm here to tell you a little bit about Brandon Phillips. You know, over the weekend, he was upset as he is a member of the Atlanta Braves, and he went back to Cincinnati for the first time since he's been traded. And he goes on the news and he states that he feels disrespected. He was disrespected because they gave away his uniform number. Brandon Phillips, you are not a Hall of Famer in Cincinnati. There is no reason why they shouldn't give your number to Scooter Gennett. Yes, Brandon, you had a decent years there, but you feel disrespected. And let me tell you just a little bit about why they may be disrespecting you, because in your past, you weren't very nice to them. In 2013, the Cincinnati Reds offered you a 6-year, $72 million contract, and you said it was a slap in the face. What you really was upset about is they had given Joey Votto more money than you. And you went on to basically call Bob Castellini and Walt Jocketty liars. You said they have more money, why don't they give it to me? You went on to say, when they asked if you thought you were lied to by Jocketty, you said, if someone tells you they don't have no money and they find $200 million, that was Joey Votto's contract, what does it sound like to you? You tell me. You called him a liar, Brandon. Why should they have respect for you? And that was in 2013. Oh, then you go now to recently, and just before you got traded, and there's other issues there with this. There was many times in the last few years that the Cincinnati Reds wanted to trade you. Isn't that a message right there, Brandon? They didn't want you. You were getting older. You were not producing. And you had the right to veto any trade as long as you were a 10-5 status. 10 years in the league, 5 consecutive years with one team. And you blocked 3 trades. 3. Because you wanted to stay in Cincinnati. And they don't want you there. They tried to trade you to the Nationals. They tried to trade you to the Diamondbacks. And they tried to trade you to the Toronto Blue Jays. So they didn't want you there. And yet you feel disrespected, Brandon. You know, I think you need to grow up a little bit. You need to understand that all of this is not all about you. You are not the man in Cincinnati that you thought they were. Brandon Phillips, you are a doofus today.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Noop Sports Show. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider subscribing to our iTunes channel today. Plus, visit us at noopsports.com for more picks, previews, strategy, and news. That's KNUPsports.com.